enjoyed company. And although I have a kid, I don't threaten anybody. Sometimes I feel more bigness than I've shared with you. Sometimes I wonder why I quit when I'm not required to. Who am I to be blue? Look at my family and fortune. Look at my friends and my house. Who am I to feel dead end? Who am I to feel spent? Look at my health and my money. And where do I go to feel good? Why do I still look outside me? And clearly I've seen it won't work. Is it my calling to keep on when I'm unable? And is it my job to be selfless, extraordinary? And my generosity has me disabled by this, my sense of duty to offer. And why do I feel so ungrateful? Me who is far beyond survival. Me who see life as an oyster. Is it my calling to keep on when I'm unable? And is it my job to be selfless, extraordinary? And my generosity has me disabled by this, my sense of duty to offer. And how dare I rest on my laurels? How dare I ignore an outstretched hand? How dare I ignore a third world country? Is it my calling to keep on when I'm unable? And is it my job to be selfless, extraordinary? And my generosity has me disabled by this, my sense of duty to offer. Who am I to be blue? I had disengaged to avoid being totaled. I would run away and say good riddance soon enough. I had grown disgusted by your small-minded ceiling. To imagine myself bolting had not been difficult. Soon be my life, soon be my pace, soon be my choice of which you'll have no part of. Unprodigal daughter, and I'm heading for the west. Disenchanted daughter, and this plane cannot fly fast enough. Come can't go to you for consolation, 'cause we're off limits during this transition. This grief overwhelms me, it burns in my stomach, and I can't stop bumping into things. I thought we'd be simple together, I thought we'd be happy together, thought we'd be limitless together. I thought we'd be precious together, but I was sadly mistaken. You've been my soulmate and then some. I remembered you the moment I met you. With you I knew God's face was handsome. With you I saw fire and expansion. This loss is numbing me, it pierces my chest, and I can't stop dropping everything. I thought we'd be sexy together, thought we'd be evolving together. I thought we'd have children together. I thought we'd be family together, but I was sadly mistaken. If I had a bill for all the philosophies I shared, if I had a penny for all the possibilities I presented, if I had a dime for every hand thrown up in the air, my wealth would render this no less severe. I thought we'd be genius together, thought we'd be healing together. I thought we'd be growing together. Thought we'd be adventurous together, but I was sadly mistaken. Thought we'd be exploring together. Thought we'd be inspired together. I thought we'd be flying together. Thought we'd be on fire together, but I was sadly mistaken. Entertain me for the 10th hour in again, anesthetize me with your gossip and any random anecdote. has become my lifeline. Please give my love to my family. I'll doubtfully be home at Christmas time. Don't disturb me in this state. Please leave me purgatorying. I'll be damned if I'm too weak. This is far more than I am equipped for. If it weren't for your maturity, none of this would have happened. And if you weren't so wise beyond your years, I would have been able to control myself. And if it weren't for my attention, you wouldn't have been successful. And if it weren't for me, you would never have amounted to very much. Ooh, this could be messy, but you don't seem to mind. You don't go telling everybody and overlook this supposed crime. We'll fast forward to a few years later, and no one knows except the both of us. And I have honored your request for silence, and you've washed your hands clean of this. You're essentially an employee, and I like you having to depend on me. And you're kind of a protege, and one day you'll see you learned all you know from me. And I know you depend on me like a young thing would to a guardian. And I know you sexualize me like a young thing would, and I think I like it. Yeah, this could be messy, but you don't seem to mind. Don't go telling everybody and overlook this supposed crime. We'll fast forward to a few years later, and no one knows except the both of us. And I have honored your request for silence, and you've washed your hands clean of this. What part good. Just make sure you don't tell on me, especially to members of your family. And we best keep this to ourselves and not tell any members of our inner posse. And I wish I could tell the world, cause you're such a pretty thing when you're done up properly. And I might wanna marry you one day if you watch that weight and you keep your firm body. And this could be